my sister now. He's my sister now. My brother had a sex change and he's my sister now. He used to
Vision of loveliness.
and be a macho guy. Now when he goes out, he's not just makeup on his eyes. He gets his hormone treatments once or twice a week. And now he's got a high-pitched voice each time
Thanks
he
a lot.
tries to speak. 'Cause he's my sister now. He's my sister now. My brother had a sex change and he's my sister now. Over here.
Oh, hi. Hi. Morning.
You look a little tired, sweetie. Were you out all night playing those slots?
No, though that might have been more productive. I mostly just stared at the ceiling.
Really, and I thought that we were both on a roll.
Well, looks like you worked up an appetite.
Yeah, it's the number 5. It's delicious. Can we talk about it?
Oh, no, I think I'll just stick to coffee.
Well, we're gonna need some Java over here. Oh, so did you,
Oh, thank you.
did you give up on the one-arm bandage?
Well, I made enough to cover my trip here, but I thought I should stop. With my luck.
Not the best, huh?
Nope, especially with men.
No, tell me about it. The good ones are all taken, and the rest, well, they're better off left alone. I didn't get your name.
Oh, Paulina. McKinnon. And you?
Doris? Doris, Pepper. Dine. As in Pepper.
Oh.
Most people just call me Aunt Doris.
Well, you can just call me Paulina. The rest won't be McKinnon much longer.
Oh?
Nope. I came to Reno to get a divorce from my husband. And I've got everything right here that I need to do.
I take it you've had no word on Victoria.
Damn it, nothing.
Sorry, lad.
You know, I've got an APB out for her. I've got every single available cop on the street combing Bay City for her, and nothing.
It seems to me to be no coincidence that Victoria has vanished along with Justine.
Oh, darling, I didn't expect you so early.
You look lovely this morning.
Oh, don't we all? Now that the heat's broken, we all feel positively renewed.
I hope that means that you'll let me show you the Wellfleet Institute today.
No. No, I thought I explained to you that I don't need medical care.
Mother, Wellfleet is a cross between a first-class hotel and a spa. You
It's
saw
run
the
by
brochure.
doctors.
I'm only suggesting it as a temporary solution. You can't stay here indefinitely. It's far too risky for both of us.
All right, darling. I'll do as you say. Only on one condition.
I'll visit you every day.
Oh, what a lovely thing to say. No, there is another condition. I want to see my grandson.
Well,
Oh,
that would be
please,
difficult.
I have to hold Kirkland one last time. And you said that you had visitation with
Yes,
him
but
today.
you see, Victoria isn't exactly
Oh,
generous with her
darling,
time.
certainly you can accomplish this. A private visit for you and me and Kirkland. Since I am doing what you want. And at great cost.
All right, I'll try.
Oh, yes. You try very, very hard. Because when you put your mind to something, there's no stopping you.
You didn't have to bring me any clothes.
No, I thought you might need them, since you don't have any intention of leaving here until Michael's released.
Why are you acting this way? Michael didn't have anybody to stay with him last night.
You're not his wife.
But I'm still his friend, and I'm the mother of his children, and I still get to decide how I want to spend my time.
All right. I'm not going to argue with you about this. There's still a few things that I haven't had a chance to tell you yet.
Like what? That you're not jealous. You're going to tell me again that you're not jealous.
I overheard John telling a nurse that Michael's infection is because somebody contaminated his sterile room.
I know.
I didn't. No. I went into his room unmasked.
You what?
I went to apologize to him for coming down on him so hard. I didn't see the sign.
Does John know?
Yes.
And what? What did he say?
And the contamination may come from something else because I didn't have a cold or any symptoms, but I feel like I'm responsible.
Matthew, you didn't do this.
No, I don't blame you. If you feel like this is too much to deal with.
I'll tell you what is too much to deal with. That you have this idea that I have a very low emotional capacity. That I can't care about Michael and love you at the same time.
I never said that.
No, you didn't say it. You just kept me in the dark from the very second you found out Michael had
That was his
leukemia.
choice.
Don't blame this on him.
Are you angry?
Yes, I'm angry.
Finally, good.
What were you thinking? Were you trying to keep me away from Michael? Were you afraid that if he needed me so much that I'd forget that I loved you?
Maybe it was. Is that what's happening right now?
The role of Courtney Evans is now being played by Stina Nielsen.
The fever's down, Mr. Hudson.
Mr. Hudson. Dr. Evans, would you mind calling me Michael? Mr. Hudson makes me feel ancient.
Courtney, we're going to have to keep all this up a couple more days, but it looks like you've beaten this contagion.
Great. That's the best news I've had in weeks. I'm glad I didn't disappoint you.
Me?
Yeah, well, I know how upset you interns get. You know, when you lose patience, it kind of scars your record.
If you had checked out permanently, your brother would have made sure I didn't have a record or a career or anything like that.
He's not that tough, is he?
Let's just say he doesn't like to lose a patient, and he takes what happens to you personally.
Ah, well, good. In that case, I'll have to give him a miraculous recovery.
That would help.
You know, have you ever thought of sticking with oncology? I mean, you're awfully good at it.
Yeah, I might.
Really? It's a great specialty. I mean, I'm living proof of that.
Don't push it.
Ooh, another woman telling me what to do. Great. You talk to your boyfriend like that?
Who said I had a boyfriend?
Oh, well, I just figured a beautiful medical genius like yourself must have someone in your life, that's all.
Greetings. I'm the new captain of the Bay City Enterprise, and I'll be handing down the orders from here on out.
What are you doing, Morgan?
You'll stand at attention when I...
Forget, Courtney, forget I asked, I have the answer to my question.
Answer what?
Nothing. Michael's fever's down, but his brain's in overdrive.
You feeling better, Michael?
Yeah, I'm feeling much better now. Thank you.
She was a big bone gal from southern Alberta. You just couldn't
You're not really going to divorce him, are you? I mean, you seem angry, but...
Oh, angry doesn't even come close. Try irate. Not enraged. Livid.
Because you must have loved him.
Why?
Because you married him, and you seem far too sincere a person to marry for anything but love. I can see that.
You want to hear something really dumb? I honestly believe that no two people could have meant as much to each other as Jake and I did.
That's the way that it's supposed to be.
I used to think about him every minute. Before we were married, I used to doodle Mrs. Jake McKinnon on everything. Napkins, and papers at work. Isn't that insane? I couldn't wait to be with him.
Was he handsome?
To me, he was.
And why are you going to walk out? I mean, there's some poor hussy, someone who's just going to snap him right out.
I wouldn't wish that no-good lying cheat on any woman. Any woman who wants him can take him as long as it's far away from me.
Really don't mean that.
Oh, don't I? I don't ever want to see that smirk again.
He's your husband.
That's why I'm hiring a lawyer to make him my ex-husband.
You know, if you want a lawyer, you should probably hire my son, Barry. He handles hundreds of divorces each year.
He does? But wait a minute, I can't afford to pay a lawyer.
Well, not that he would soak you. It's just that usually these marriages, when they dissolve, take months and months and months.
Well, I don't want it to take months. I want this over
very
fast.
Fast, very fast. Fast.
Well, great. Why don't you give me his number? I'll call him. I've got a cell phone.
Why don't you let me call him first and tell him you're a friend, and maybe he'll give you a family rate, and of course I'll need the number at your hotel.
Well, actually, let me give you my cell phone number, and that way I have this with me all the time. You can call me right here.
Yes, why don't I try him right now?
Well, great. Well, why don't you use this?
We'll have to grab a payphone because I gotta take...
Take a what?
Trip to the ladies' room.
Of course.
Oh, stop worrying. We're gonna put you in Barry's hands, and he's gonna take good care of you, and who knows, he might call you right away.
I hope so.
Keep an eye on the loo door for me.
Having fun yet, Victoria?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just having a great time. You know, I mean, really, what do I care if you're a couple tacos short of a combo platter? I love all your gruesome tricks. They fit right in here with the decor.
Don't tell me I left the appropriate key off that key ring. Well, not to worry. One of these should do the trick. Why don't you find it? I'll give you at least 3 minutes to find the appropriate key and unlock your leg iron.
And if I do?
I shall set you free.
If I don't?
Same old, but you have nothing to lose. Ready, set, go! Oh, aren't we having fun?
Now there's a...
Pauline McKinnon.
Hello, Paulina? Yeah, this is Barry Pepperdine. My mother says you need an attorney.
Yes, I need a divorce. Doris said you could help me, Barry?
Well, I'll tell you what I tell all my clients, okay? You stay married, you save your money. The smart ones listen.
Are you turning me down? I thought you did this for a living.
It's my job to warn people. Both parties suffer.
Well, my husband deserves that and more. So when can we meet?
I have a tight schedule and a broken foot. Okay, so I'm not as mobile as I usually am. Why don't you just give the marriage certificate to my mother and she can get it to me?
Without even meeting you?
Don't worry, just put yourself in our hands.
Funny, that's just what your mother said.
And she was right. Mom and I will take good care of you, okay? Now, I'll be in touch.
What? You gotta go, right?
Yeah, it was such a line. Almost didn't make it. So, did you get a chance to talk with Barry?
Michael's illness doesn't change the way I feel about you.
Maybe not, but it sure reminded you of your feelings for him.
The man is desperately ill, and you resent the fact that I'm spending time with him.
Listen, sometimes I know what you're feeling before you do.
Well, you're way off base this time.
This is taking over your life, our life, Donna.
Matthew, it'll pass. And we'll recover just like Michael will.
John asked me to... Hi, John asked me to give you an update.
He's better, isn't he?
Yes, he's much better.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so wonderful. Can I see him? When can I see him?
You can see him now.
Okay.
All right. I gotta
Good.
make a call.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll call you later.
Sure. Give Michael my best.
Matthew, I love you. I love you. Please believe that I love you.
I wish I could.
Hey.
I'd like to buy you a cup of coffee. I mean, let's get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I've been up all night issuing statements, making phone calls.
Yeah? You've been here the whole time, no kidding. That's a lot of press.
Yeah, when people are passing out from the heat, Morgan, that's news.
Yeah. You know, I'd like to see you put your talents to work for us here permanently.
Well, after polishing Grant's image, this certainly would be a cinch.
Yeah, no, for you it would. I'm serious. Get yourself hired here.
What are you doing here, Grant?
Hello, Bridget. I'm here to see Kirkland.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
Well, it shouldn't be a problem. It's a scheduled visit.
Well, it is a problem, you see, because Kirkland is not here, and neither is Victoria.
I don't understand why.
Well, she's going on some kind of a mental retreat, or what Ryan calls a thinking trip.
It's absurd. With Kirkland?
No, she's alone.
Then where's my son?
Why don't you ask Mr. Ryan?
Because I'm asking you.
Well, I can't tell you.
Look, I don't know what Victoria's trying to pull here, but Kirkland had better be well, and he'd better be where I can see him.
Well, why don't you go and see your brother?
That's exactly what I intend to do.
Any word on Vicky? All right, what about the hotels, motels, and car rental agencies? Fine, just start spreading some cash around the street. Someone's got to know something, all right? They can't even find her car.
Is it possible that Justine forced Victoria to drive her?
Oh, yeah. It's more than possible, but then again, my mind is just reeling with a whole spectrum of possibilities.
Yes, well, remember, Victoria has one of the most resourceful minds of anybody that I can think of. You take comfort from that.
Did you take any comfort in that when Rachel was missing?
Well, I did, actually. With great difficulty, I must admit. But enough of this speculation. Were you able to contact that real estate agent?
No. As a matter of fact, I was able to talk to every single real estate agent in town, and no one has sold or shown Justine a single house except for one, Nolan Donnelly.
Aha, yes, that's your man. And he remembered Justine.
Vividly. Yeah. He said that he showed her the Huntington mansion, but that she didn't buy it. I checked it out, and it all scans.
Once again, we come to a dead end.
Over and over and over again.
That's it. One after another, very methodical. Not that it's going to do you a whit of good. Better be careful, you're running out of time. 5, 4,
Okay, wait.
3.
Just give me a little more time.
Nope, 1. You lose. Better luck next time.
Wait, that means there's going to be a next time. You're going to give me another chance,
No,
right?
figure of speech. You've had your chance. You're very inept. Who? Now I wonder who that could be.
Who cares who it is? Please! Somebody help me! Help me, please!
Coming!
Whoever you are, please help me! Please! Help!
She don't love me anymore.
Men. Listen, Doris, please do not lose my marriage certificate.
I wouldn't dream of it. Barry and I will take good care of you.
Now you're sounding just like him.
Well, you know how mothers and sons are.
Only from a distance.
When you don't have kids. Then why are you so hasty to end this?
Doris, having a baby isn't any way to repair a marriage.
You two aren't splitting so the kids wouldn't have to listen to you bicker.
No, although the neighbors might appreciate it.
Get the neighbors. They can listen to you bicker all the time.
No. I am tired of arguing. I can't even talk to Jake anymore.
Sure, sometimes talk can get in the way. I think that you need to go back to the basics. You need to make love and have a quiet dinner and make love. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just... actually, I used to think Jake was very romantic. That's when I used to be able to believe what he said to me. When I felt safe in his arms. But whenever I start to miss that, I remind myself what a lying weasel he was.
Men are weak, Paulina. Unless you want to be alone, what's the alternative?
Joe.
Joe Schmo.
What?
Nothing. So, Joe is a better alternative than the man you married?
Well, I thought so. He's so uncalculating. So upfront. So tender. So easy to fall in love with.
So you love this Joe?
No. Yes.
How can you be sure? Is he better in bed than the man you married?
Arms of mine, they are lonely, lonely and building in blue.
Hey, you haven't even gone home, have you?
How could you tell? By my outfit?
Hi.
You gave us all quite a scare last night. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it was either follow that white light at the end of the tunnel or come back and listen to the CD.
I'm glad I bought the CD instead of the teddy bear.
I'm glad you did, too. You always did know my taste of music. You look about as tired as I feel.
How can you tell?
You're not baiting me. Something wrong.
No.
You know, I was laying here last night, and I was way out there somewhere, and then from I don't know where I heard our song, and I had to come back to listen to it, and I started remembering. You remember when high school was over, and we took my dad's truck and we went ripping through the fields behind the school there. Remember that?
Yeah. I also remember what happened when you stopped the truck.
So do I.
I gotta go. And you have to rest. And I have 100 things to do.
Right, the wedding and all that, right?
Oh, yeah, everything getting really crazy.
Donna, talk to me. Something is wrong. I can smell it. I know it. I know you. What's going on?
This is not the time.
I hate it when you do this.
Michael, get well. I'm counting on you.
I need your tender lips to...
Where's Victoria?
I was hoping you could tell me the same thing. That's why I kept leaving messages on your machine.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? You're her fiance.
And have you heard from Justine?
Since her letter, no. Not that it's any business of yours.
It's business of mine, all right.
Dad, could you, leave Grant and me alone for a moment?
No, Ryan, I'll be in the library. If it gets bloody.
My gut is telling me that Justine hasn't left Bay City.
That's not what she said in her letter, Ryan. Let it go.
Exactly. See, that letter was meant to throw me off the track. You know, a few weeks ago, you told me that she was looking for a place to stay in Bay City. See, I think she found that place. I think you know where it is. I think you know exactly where Justine is.
That is ludicrous.
Tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. if you tell me where she is, I won't arrest you for lying to the police or for aiding and abetting a criminal.
Are you talking about our mother?
No, I'm talking about a psychotic who tried to kill our father.
You can't find your girlfriend, so you sling accusations.
You know something, Grant. Now tell me.
A lousy excuse
Tell me,
for
Grant.
a cop. Where the hell is my son? I have a legal right to see my son today.
Now, you tell me where she is. Oh, tell me where her mother is. Tell me where the hell Vicky is.
Would you really be comfortable with me working here?
Yes, I would. I'd feel very comfortable. And I think it would be good for you. I think the hospital would benefit greatly from it.
Thanks for that vote of confidence.
Absolutely. And I know where you can turn in your application, too. Come on.
Wait a minute. What, are you pushing me here?
Yes, I am. Do you mind?
No, not at all. I've been at loose ends for too long.
Now, you tell me where she is, Grant, or I swear I will rip this thing right out of your socket.
Ryan, get your hands off him.
Grant!
What's the matter? She run out on you again? You just can't face it, Ryan, huh?
Ryan. Face doesn't solve anything, does it? And it's a waste of time, though I certainly do understand the impulse.
Grant's not going to tell us anything.
You tell me where my son is. You don't. You're breaking the law.
I'm not obligated to tell you anything, Grant.
Hutchins. Yes, he's here. Ryan.
Harrison. When? Thank you. Thank you. That's good work. They found Vicky's car.
Was there an accident?
No, they found it at a train station about 30 miles outside of town.
Now are you convinced she took off?
You idiot. Anybody could have driven that there. You, for instance.
No, a blonde was seen getting out of the car. And, the record of Vicky's credit card purchasing a ticket from that station to San Francisco.
All right. What more do you need? The woman is an unfit mother. She abandoned her child.
She didn't abandon Kirkland. When she left him with Bridget, when Bridget collapsed, they took them both to the hospital.
Is he still there, Ryan? Damn it, he's my son! All right, if anything happens to him, I'll hold you responsible.
Shouldn't have told him that. What happens if this has nothing to do with Justine at all? What happens if I drove Vicky away for good?
Say, though.
Thanks for letting us munch out.
You're very welcome. Well, are these cookies as delicious as you promised?
They're the best. Mom wouldn't let us munch out unless we bought them.
Oh, I see. Well, you know, I'm a mother, too. And I think sweets for the sweet are just fine. Especially when you're in my house. Yes, good luck winning the prize. Now, suppose you both take a box of cookies with you.
Thanks. Cool. I told you we'd score here. No, you didn't. You said this house was haunted.
Haunted?
We have to go now. I am so sorry.
Well, it's all right. I detested that vase anyway.
It was an accident.
Of course it was an accident. Happen, don't they?
Yes, of course.
Goodbye.
intimate, Doris. Joe and I were very traditional.
So you didn't do the wild thing then?
It doesn't matter whether we did or didn't. We won't, because I'm through with him. Is something wrong?
It's just my arthritis. Every once in a while I get a knee-jerk reaction. I am so relieved that you've ended it with this wife-stealer. Now you can concentrate on your husband.
Oh, I've already put my husband out of my mind. It's not so easy doing that with Joe. Joe would have made such a good husband. Not like Jake, who says one thing and means another. Says he loves me and then moves in with another woman. You know what, Doris? I am so glad I ran into you.
And why is that?
Because you have made me realize that I am doing the right thing by getting this divorce. In fact, the sooner I unload Jake, the better.
I'm sorry, Mr. Harrison. I'm not authorized to release Kirkland to you.
Look, he's my son. He's not sick. He's not an orphan. He should be with me.
Those are not my orders.
You think it's healthy to dump some child in a hospital nursery?
Grant, nobody dumped him anywhere. I'm taking care of him. Calm down.
That's questionable.
Can you handle this, Mrs. Hudson? Yes, Margaret, I can. Thank you.
What do you think you're doing, Donna? This is one of my scheduled visiting days with Kirkland. Now, Victoria has already broken the terms of our agreement by running off to California and not telling me when she'll be back.
She didn't go to California. She went to Lassiter.
Then why are you here taking care of Kirkland?
He's my grandson, Grant.
You're in on this, aren't you? You are always so willing to lie for your daughter. Well, let me tell you something. This time, Ryan isn't.
And what did Ryan tell you?
Why don't you ask him? I'm going to get my son out of
Oh,
here.
no, you're not, Grant. No, you're not.
Sweets for the sweet.
Why, thank you, Justine, but I'm on a diet.
Well, we'll just leave them there just in case. I don't know why you're so grouchy. I'm the one who's doing all the work. He resumed without interruption the 5th year. The wall had risen to a level with his breast. Huh? Oh! You really don't read very much, do you?
You would put glass in this cookie, you sadistic...
Watch it! Remember who's the master here and who's the slave.
Why are you torturing me like this? What have I ever done to you?
What you have done to my son, you've done to me.
This is all because of Grant.
No, it's because of Kirkland, you twit. You just don't fit into my family's
Your
future.
family, he's my son!
You just don't grasp your role in all of this, do you? Well, let me just explain it to you. It's minor, and it's over. You're an uneducated little snippet who hasn't an ounce of class in her veins, and you're not fit to raise my grandson.
I'm his mother, you sick old bat!
Ah, there, you see, you just proved my point. He is better off if he never sees you again.
How can you even say these things after the way your son suffered with
Oh, don't you compare yourself to me.
Look, I know you don't care about me, but please would you think about my boys?
I only care about Kirkland.
Ryan still carries the scars from when you walked out on him, when you just chose to abandon him.
Ryan is a lost cause. He turned his back on me.
You turned yours first, Justine.
Oh, first, second, third, fourth, this isn't a game,
You know, you're never
Victoria.
going to get away with this, never. Because Ryan is going to come here and find you and drag you out of here by
No
your
one
scrawny
is going
neck.
to find you.
Ryan
will. No one will find you ever again. In case you haven't noticed, I'm walling you up. No one will find you. You'll just be a name without a face. A woman who is suddenly disappeared.
Moving on, Doris. suppose you pick up the divorce papers from Barry and you come over to my hotel. I'll sign them. We'll be over with it.
Slow down. Slow down. I'm sure that Barry's going to want to get together with you and discuss all the legal ramifications. And I was going to have dinner with Barry tonight. So why don't you have dinner with him instead? I'm sure that he could meet you at his hotel.
What about his broken foot? His broken foot?
Is he still complaining about that? He's such a baby. He's much better.
Fine, then. Why don't you have him meet me in the dining room at 7? I'll be waiting. Thank you, Doris. You're such a lifesaver.
And the one he didn't even get her in the bedroom.
I want it rain.
Of course, it's Justine. Look, how do you begin to think you can second-guess insanity? Because that's what we're dealing with here.
There's got to be some bit of logic behind it.
Logic? With Justine, there's nothing but venom.
Look at the way that she handled Rachel. I mean, don't you think that she might be doing the same thing with Vicky?
I'm sorry, I don't have an answer for you.
See, this whole thing right now, this whole thing is my fault because I was concentrating so much on my mother that I forgot to protect the right person. I protected the wrong person.
Hindsight, Ryan, hindsight. How could you possibly have predicted this?
No. We know exactly what Justine is capable of. So what's going to be her next move?
I don't know what her next move is, but our next move is never to give in to despair. Rachel was resourceful, and Victoria is resourceful. You hang on to that.
We have to find her.
We will, Ron. I promise you we will.
Help me. Dear God, somebody help me.
Oh, you, my darling.
Yes.
Oh, Grant, what a lovely thing you've done for me. Do you know how often I've dreamt of this moment to have two boys here together for a visit? Yes, this is the fulfillment of a dream, and my life is complete.
Mother, I have to ask you something.
Yes, anything. What do you have here?
Victoria's disappeared. What do you know about that?
Tomorrow, on Another World, Justine Kirkland is building a wall, trapping her ex-daughter-in-law inside and leaving her to die. Is Vicky destined to die behind the wall? Tomorrow, on Another World, only on NBC Daytime.